Hello?
Haytham Kenway, at your service.
Hello?
Do you swear to uphold the principles of our order, and all that for which we stand, and never to share our secrets nor divulge the true nature of our work, and to do so from now until death, whatever the cost?
Who is this?
Haytham Kenway, at your service.
Who?
I should have killed you long ago.
Who the hell is this?
The Templars do not fight for the crown. We seek the same as you, boy.
Mind the gap.
So, welcome aboard, commuters, and in this episode I have received my Assassin's Creed issue number 3, which is Haytham Kenway. Sorry, I apologise for it being upside down. So, let's crack straight in. We'll have a look at the figure and then we'll have a very quick flick through the magazine. So, I like to do the cutting on actually on the video, so you know that it is an initial reaction. So obviously if I'm disappointed I can't hide it. So this is the figure in the box. He actually looks quite nice. Lots of little edgings and lots of detail, but we're here to open him up. Oh, and we've got stickers on him this time. So I like to try and carefully open it. I believe there will be a plinth coming at some stage. Now I do have an issue with this at the moment. It's not the magazine so much as the hachette. They sent me, as you're probably aware, they send me 2 issues a month, and every so often I get some free gifts. Now they've sent me a confusing letter and I'm supposed to have received a tankard, which I haven't received, but they also said something about sending 2 other figures, which I haven't received, but I need to call them. See, the trouble is this comes on a Saturday and I can't really do anything on a Saturday. So let's have a look at this figure. So on the bottom we have the sticker. So we have Assassin's Creed Haytham Kenway AC 07618. I still don't understand what that number means. The sword is a little bit bent, and I've just snapped it. Oh, right, okay, I'm going to have to be careful with that. I've just moved it slightly and I've just cracked it. So, and that would be classed as my fault. Right, so not a problem. So let's have a look at the detail. This is possibly one of the better painted figures. I don't know if I can get in there. We've got a little bit of overpaint there. Some of these lines are slightly over. Oh, I like that on the back. Now that I'm going to have to keep like that because there's no way I could reproduce that. That's such a shame. But this is something that oh no, that's terrible there. That's terrible overpaint there. So it's not a bad little figure, usual quality. Obviously because things like the quality of the figure remains the same, because I presume it's the same methods and things, it's quite hard to sort of big it up or big it down, because obviously it does remain the same. But I do quite like this figure. It's a little bit of yeah, there's a little, some of the casting is like casting errors, and I'm finding this on quite a few. I don't know if you can see there. Now I personally, if I was building this from scratch, I would have just filed that down. But generally, on the whole, it's a good figure. So let's find out more about him. I'm going to pop this back in the box because I can't believe I actually managed to break it on camera. How bad is that? Right, so not to worry. Not to worry. Now I have a little confession to make. I have actually now have bought one of the Assassin's Creed games, but not the one with this in. So Haytham Kenway, 1725 to 1718. So he was 56 when he died, which I think is probably not a bad age for someone within his occupation. So as a notable character within the Assassin's Creed universe, Haytham Kenway is the embodiment of conflicted interest. His father kept his assassin past a secret and raised Haytham free of restrictive loyalties. Haytham truly loved his family, and although he grew saddened that their wealth kept them removed from regular society. Unfortunately, the young Haytham's father was murdered and his half-sister kidnapped. This resulted in the boy being taken under the wing of an old family friend, Reginald Birch, the Grand Master of the British Rite of the Templar Order. So, features, we have the tricorn, tasked with expanding the Templar Order, the New Order. He wears a tricorn, which he incorporates into his gentleman's attire. Eagle Vision. Now I understand what Eagle Vision is now. It's on the PlayStation. It's where you press the L3 button and it enables you to have a look at where the enemies are. So that's quite handy. It describes it here as the ability to perceive people and their surroundings with the same extrasensory insight as his father. He has a hidden blade, just like the previous two characters, which is, I think that's probably standard assassin attire now, isn't it? And he carries a short sword, which is his weapon of choice, until he loses it in a duel. Afterwards he favours a sabre. Okay, so I'd like to find that out. So Templar Prodigy, and we've got some really nice artwork here. I presume these are all shots from the game. Do you know what? I changed this camera to fixed focus point so that I find it very hard to do you know what? I apologise. I've actually got the wrong screen on. This is actually my Twitch broadcasting screen, but I'm not going to change. Actually, I will change it. So let's go. There we go. I do apologise for that. I should really check things before I start broadcasting. So, character profile: Edward Braddock. The cruel-hearted ways of Lieutenant Colonel Braddock did little to endear him to Haytham during their time serving together. I'm trying not to go too much into this magazine because I don't know about copyright rules. So we've got father and son united, but under the bleakest possible circumstances. So, right, hang on. We've said earlier on his father was murdered. And here we've got father and son united. Okay, that's I mean, obviously I've not read through this, so it might all make sense. Friends and enemies, we've got Bad Company, we've got Charles Lee, we've got William Johnson, Thomas Hickley, Jonathan Pitcairn, Benjamin Church. And then we've got friends and enemies. Ah! No! I'm going to go slightly off on a tangent here. Obviously, last night when I received this, I hadn't opened it, and the letter said that I was due to receive 2 figurines, and I think this is one of them. And the reason I recognise it's got this colon, which I thought was very odd. I thought it was a print error. However, that being said, I've put the letter somewhere and I now can't find it. So we'll press on. So this is handy. We've got George Washington. So now it places him in a time period that I can actually, you know, obviously when you put years, they're just numbers, and obviously once you put events into a certain place, you say it all starts to pull into place. I'm looking at this. She looks like an Indian figure, and I'm now beginning to think of John Smith, Pocahontas. I wonder if that might have been sort of based loosely on that event. So the Templars travels. We've got the Theatre Royal of Providence, the Green Dragon Tavern, the Boston Massacre, Fort George, and we've got the Grand Temple, which is one of his environments. So yeah, nice. I'm going to enjoy reading this. Value for money, I still think it's up there. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think value for money is going to change from part to part, because in every edition you get one magazine, one figure. That's not going to change. Sometimes you'll get a magazine where, say for example the part works where you build things, you might get a massive piece in one issue, and that represents excellent value for money. And then in another issue you might get, I think someone was telling me that one of their builds, it was £12 I think an issue, and they got a 6 centimetre piece of carpet, which obviously that represents poor value for money. Oh, now I'm excited. In the next issue, issue 4, will be Jacob Fry, and you receive your figure and your magazine. And I will explain why I'm excited. Well, you already know. I think I've already said that I've bought Assassin's Creed Origins. So if I didn't tell you that, I've just given it away. So yes, I've actually played the game with Jacob Fry. So hopefully in the next issue, I will know what I'm talking about a little bit more. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't bore you too much. And I will see you all in 2 weeks when I open up issue 4 with Jacob Fry. Take care, guys. Bye bye.